News 46 is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community. News is also brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, two thieves are caught on camera stealing from the needy. A driver is arrested for firing a weapon, and presidential candidate Ted Cruz speaks to a crowd at Draft Picks. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, February 22nd, 2016. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. The video recording you're about to see is nothing less than shocking. Sunday morning, two thieves arrived at the Cancer Victims Thrift Store on West Street and cleaned out all of their donations in front of their store, which is private property. The donations are to help the cancer victims and the needy in our area. First, you see a female driving in her white pickup, appearing to be shopping for the items. Then the two suspects returned several times after making the rounds to other stores, including the Salvation Army, according to a witness. The pair brazenly loads their vehicle full of donations over and over again. What is even more heartbreaking is that the owner of the store, Teresa, would have given them things if they were in need.
I was viewing my cameras. I spent $800 on new cameras for the outside of the store to watch what was going on. I had a guy pull up in a dually truck, and he just kind of like cleaned out the whole front of the store, and we have it on video. And he took a lot of boxes of fruit and stuff that I had for, the community, which that upsets me, because, we hand out a lot of food and eggs and fruit, try to, keep that going. But he stole a lot of stuff, but I guess he hit the Salvation Army first, because I've got a witness who was over there and saw him steal things from there. And when he got to my store at 6:39 Sunday morning, his truck was loaded from Salvation Army, and then he took everything from the whole right side of my store, because I have it on camera, and he just loaded his truck with all of it.
People need to know that you have cameras here and that they're not allowed to take items off this property. Once the items are donated, you're actually committing a crime if you retrieve those items.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of stuff coming. People drop off at night, and we're going to try to do a drop box. We're going to try to make it to where they can't just drop things off, and so that these people that are going around and taking all of our items, we're going to do some type of drop box. I don't know. I'm going to check into that today, but it's getting old, because we need the donations. I can't even buy any more gas cards right now. I'm just really low. We don't get any funding, and we're just trying to do it off the donations. And if they wipe out the whole store for the donations, we can't do anything, and that really upsets me.
And if you have items to donate, it's best to come in here during the hours of operation to donate.
It's better to donate 8 to 4, Monday through Sunday. This was done Sunday morning because I took Sunday morning off to do paperwork and deal with other things for my estate, which I never even got to because of what was going on here at the store. So I was running around with the police and doing police reports, and never got to even handle anything else besides the guy who took all my stuff, everything. He took everything.
This is a white dually truck with two people inside, right?
Two people inside. There's an antenna on each bumper on the front of the dually, and it's a handicap license plate.
Because we are looking for that license plate number, and the police officer was just here just moments ago to take down that report, because this is a theft.
Yes, and everybody needs to know that if they come on the property, I'm going to report it to the police, and they can't. This is just like coming on to my home and stealing my stuff out of my yard.
And in fact, that pickup truck is not a dually. It's a white pickup truck with a toolbox in the back. It appears that the license plate number is a handicap plate of A4399. The truck is a white Chevy pickup. The suspects are a white male and female. The male has short gray hair, tall with a medium build. The female has brown hair and a large build. Both appear to be in their 60s. Jose Perez Gomez was taken into custody yesterday after allegedly firing his gun into the ground after a deputy attempted to initiate a traffic stop on a vehicle driven by Gomez in Amargosa near the dairy. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were able to track the vehicle to a residence while backup officers arrived at the scene. They took the suspect into custody at his home. Gomez has been charged with discharging a gun in public under the influence of drugs or alcohol and various other gun-related charges. A man was arrested this afternoon shortly after leaving the main post office on Postal Road for allegedly making a bomb threat. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies arrived at the scene and quickly pulled the vehicle over. The individual had no incendiary devices located on his person or inside his vehicle. The cause for the threat is unknown at this time. He was transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. Presidential candidate Ted Cruz visited town yesterday. A rally was held in the parking lot of Draft Picks on Highway 160. Two attendees had an altercation during the event in which at least one was escorted quickly from the crowd by Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies.
We have seen in state by state by state that the people who come and stand with us are the people that are dedicated to liberty, are the people who know what they believe, are the people who are ready to fight, are the people who are fed up with Washington, D.C. saying one thing and doing another. Let me say, the people in Nevada know something about politicians who campaign promising a tax cut and then get into office and pass a massive tax increase. And enough is enough. You know, I think the central issue in this election is today, for the first time in history, a majority of Americans think our kids will have a worse life than we did. 65%. That may be the most un-American idea you could imagine. And I believe the very core of this election is how do we bring back, how do we reignite the promise of America, that fundamental commitment that our kids will have a better life than we did, and their kids will have a better life than they did. And I'm thrilled, I'm honored, I'm humbled to be standing with you today. Standing with you today, fighting to pull this country back from the brink. Standing with you today to bring our nation back. Together, we're going to bring back that last best hope for mankind. That shining city on a hill that is the United States of America. Thank you.
We'll be back in just a moment with your Desert View Hospital Health Tip.